What's up, everyone? Welcome to my channel. My name is Jonathan, aka Review for Success. It is currently Monday, December 9th, 2024. If you made money, let me know in the chat. If you made money, let me know in the comments. We're going to talk about why you made money, and we're also going to talk about ways that you can make money in the future, possibly this week, possibly next month, and most definitely in 2025. All right, let's get into it. We're going to dive into the stock market. As you all can see, this is the heat map. I'm going to talk a lot about it, and I know you're excited. All right, let's talk about why I'm so excited too. Okay, so there were a lot of moves made. So whether you're a seasoned investor or you're just starting out, understand that the S&P 500 is really what tells us what the market is doing. So as we look at the major indices, we have the S&P 500. It closed off at a slight decline. They closed off at 6,052.84. Who would have thought that one day we would look at the S&P 5000 at 6,000 and say, oh man, it closed on a decline. If you told me that last year, I would be shocked. But this is a large number. For them to close at a decline and still be at 6,000 is crazy. But this came right after hitting its 57th all-time high this year, a bit of a breather for the indice, but still a notable year overall. So they had 57 all-time highs this year, guys. That's insane. All right, next, the Dow. The Dow slipped 0.5. 0.5. They closed in the negatives today. And just like the S&P 500, if you would have told me that the Dow closing at 44,401.94 would have been a decline back in January, I would be shocked. But this is a big number, and it closed on the negative. Next, the NASDAQ. So the NASDAQ composite, known for its tech-heavy composite, was down 0.6% also, 19,736. And then lastly, the Russell. So I have the NASDAQ composite right here. You guys were probably reading this one, the NASDAQ 100, but the NASDAQ composite right here. This is the one that I was talking about. All right, next, the Russell 2000. So the Russell 2000 also had a drop. So companies dropped, and the Russell 2000 closed off 0.7 below at 2,392.84. It was broadly a weaker day across the board for all the major indices. And we'll break down some of these factors and why these moves happen. So here are the key market moves. I'll open back the stock heat map. So first up, NVIDIA, the largest company in the world, the infamous NVIDIA. NVDA. Look at this chart, guys. Look at this, just a little slope, actually a big slope. What am I talking about? So right here, so it's currently Monday. The market opened up at 9:30. Right here, they went up. People thought they were going to bypass 140, but they fell, rose back up and fell. So this tech giant saw a stock fall by 2.5% after news broke that China is launching an antitrust investigation into the company. This sent some ripples through the tech sector, as NVIDIA is a major player not just in semiconductors but also in the artificial intelligence space. Everyone's watching closely. So if you're wondering why the major stocks fell, like one of the hot stocks, Palantir, why Palantir fell, is because of the investigation that China put on the antitrust. Well, crazy how that literally shaped the entire market today. But on the macroeconomic side, investors are keeping a close eye on inflation. The next big data release is the Consumer Price Index CPI report, which is due this Wednesday. We have about 2 days for that. This report could significantly influence the Federal Reserve's upcoming meeting on December 17th to 18th. If inflation comes in hotter or cooler than expected, it could impact interest rates, decisions, and by extension of the markets. Now, lastly, here are some specific stocks that made some crazy moves. I don't talk a lot about this one, but Hershey. I'm pretty sure you've probably had a Hershey candy before. You probably consumed a Hershey product before. But look at this move right here, guys. Look at this at market open. Boom, a big candle. And they made a gap right here. So be aware there's a gap right here on the Hershey's chart. Look at these two big candles. The first one was already impressive. Now this one right here with this huge wicket at the top, oh boy. But Hershey surged 10.9% today. Rumors of a potential acquisition by Mondelez International, but interestingly, Mondelez stock dropped 2.3% on this news. Investors in both companies are now waiting to see if anything materializes for these rumors. Now, let's talk about sector highlights, guys. So, you guys saw what happened when Hershey announced that they're going to buy another company called Modzel. Hopefully, I pronounced that correct, but it's spelled Mondelez. And that shot the stock up. I'm going to open back the stock heat map. And as you all can see, it's been a bloody day. Apple, the big giant, stayed green, but the majority of the stocks fell, especially right here in finance. Finance has been down for nearly the entire week. I mean, I ordered that wrong. Finance has been down since last week and it's still down. So the technology sector faced some headwinds today. For example, AMD's stock dropped. AMD is right here. Their stock dropped, and look where they're at. They're at negative 5.57%. They dropped minus 7.72 points. Well, actually, their price dropped that much, and that's a lot of money right there. For example, AMD's dropped 3.3% following a downgrade by BofA Global Research. That combined with NVIDIA's decline weighed heavily on the broader tech side of the market. So AMD is also a popular stock. So the fact that they fell affected other stocks. Meanwhile, on the other hand, or on the other side of the market, consumer goods. So on the consumer goods side right here, I'll find it. Consumer goods, that's typically like, well, that's retail trade. Consumer goods, well, this is the consumer side. So pretty much this side of the market, there was a mixed bag. While Hershey soared on acquisition rumors, Mondelez's dip, showing how investors react differently depending on the context of the deal. This is a reminder of how individual stocks within a sector can perform very differently based on news. Now, let's talk about cryptocurrencies. So, crypto has been hot lately for the past month and a couple of days. Since the election, everyone has been talking about Bitcoin. Ethereum, not as much, but XRP is one of those stocks that a lot of people have been talking about. So first off, Bitcoin, the world's largest cryptocurrency, fell by 5%. They were just at 100,000 a day ago or two, and now they're at 95,519 as of today. They're at 96,000. I wrote down this price literally 10 minutes ago, and look, they soared back up another 1,000 points. This decline positioned Bitcoin 7.1 below its annual high of 103,647 that was achieved on December 5th. Now, Ethereum, on the other hand, currently trading at 3,651.42. They were down by minus 1.62. And the infamous XRP, the one on the rise right here, look, they're down by a lot. All day I've been getting alerts about XRP falling. So they're currently priced at $2. They're about to dip below the $2 range. And that's a key level of support. I actually marked that off as support. I'll open up that chart as I'm speaking so that way we can actually see. So, okay, before I open up XRP's chart, I'll talk about the rest of the major cryptocurrencies. So Litecoin, LTC, Litecoin right here. Oh my gosh, they're trading at 105.57. They're down by minus 4.51. And then the infamous Dogecoin down by minus 6.23%. That's crazy. Let's look at XRP real quick. So I have been looking at XRP for like the past 2 weeks now, ever since they had a huge soar. About 2 weeks ago, they had a huge soar on Sunday, and now they're falling. And I have $2 marked as support. They actually touched $2 today at 414, and it looks like they're trying to go back up. This is the 5-minute chart. So prices bumped right back up. Will they go below support? This is a key level right here, and I marked off $2.50 as a key level resistance about 2 weeks ago, and they broke through that, and now it's resistance again, and they broke through that Sunday at 10 p.m. I was probably asleep when that happened. But recently, here are the market influencers. So first off, President-elect Donald Trump and the nomination of Paul Atkins, a crypto advocate, to lead the Securities and Exchange Commission have introduced expectations of regulatory easing. This shift has potential to impact market dynamics significantly. The market sentiment: despite Bitcoin reaching an all-time high of 103,853 last week, the market has struggled to maintain upward momentum, leading to recent declines. Looking ahead, as the cryptocurrency market continues to evolve, investors should stay informed about regulatory changes and market trends. The potential approval of Bitcoin exchange-traded funds (ETFs) and shifts in U.S. regulatory policies could play pivotal roles in shaping the market's future trajectory. So Bitcoin had a soar last week, and now they're currently falling. And that's just how the market is, guys. There's a lot of volatility that comes into play. So when you invest, be smart about your investments. Don't get trapped, and do your research. Like right now, you're doing your research by watching my video. I had to do my research before recording this video. Now, here are my closing thoughts. As we head deeper into December, the Santa Claus rally is coming up soon, guys. A historically mixed month for the stock market. It's important to stay informed. Key events like the upcoming CPI report and the Federal Reserve meeting could create volatility. So keep an eye on those headlines. So that's on December 17th and December 19th. It's currently December 9th. So we have about 10 days until that happens. And those reports come out on Tuesday and Wednesday of next week, right before the week of Christmas. Now, if you're an investor, now is a great time to reassess your portfolio, especially as we approach the new year. Remember, patience and a long-term perspective is a crucial skill to navigate in the market, especially during times like this when everything seems to be quite volatile. Because just on Friday, NVIDIA created a weekly high. It was below 140 for like a good week, and then on Thursday or Friday, it was around 146. I'll open up NVIDIA so that way we can see. And Palantir, another stock that was up by like 10% last week. I don't know what it was, but it was a crazy number. And now they're like 10% down. See, look, right here. What day was this? I even marked it down. It was Thursday at 146 right there. And then now look, today, they're below the 140s. They're at 137. Another one, like I said, Palantir Technologies. Let me open that up for you all. Matter of fact, I'll show you another one. So Palantir, like I said, literally on Monday, early in the morning, during pre-market, it was at $82. Now, $73. Almost $10, guys. And the craziest one, Tesla. They soared. Look, last week they were priced at around $359 right here at market open. Look at this price, guys. $400. They're about to break their all-time highs, but look, they fell all the way down to $378. So be sure to do your research. Do not just think that investing in any stock is good or it will make you money, you have to do your research because the volatility in the markets are like waves in the ocean, guys. So if you're an investor, be sure to do your research. Thanks for tuning in today. If you found this recap helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more insights. Leave a comment below with your thoughts on today's market performance and what you're keeping an eye on this week. I'll see you in the next video. If you love this one, come back for another video. I promise you, you'll love my next video if you love this one. And make sure you do your research again, like I said. All right, take care, everyone.